Hello, welcome to Match Sports TV. In today's episode, I'm bringing you Ghana Premier League updates, the Uefa Champions League draw, and the review of Anthony Joshua versus Kubrat Pulev. But before we get into it, kindly watch the full video and also remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Now in the Ghana Premier League, week 5, we had Accra House of Folk beating Dreams by 3-0. Ashanti Gold beating Elmina Sharks by 4-2. Karela beat King Faisal 2-0. Liberty Professional beat 10 Men Great Olympics by 2-0. Wafa beat Bekum Chelsea at home by 2-0. Edubiase lost at home to Mediama by a lone goal. Then Inter Allies also lost to Bechem United by a lone goal at home. Then Kotoko beat Asamoah's Legon City FC. So now let me bring you the league table and how every club is looking. Karela has played 5 matches. They have 11 points. Wafa have played 5 matches. They have 10 points. Bechem Chelsea follow with 8 points. Liberty Professionals 6. Elmina Sharks 6. House of Folk has 5 points. House of Folk has 5 points. Dreams have 5 points. Ashanti Kotoko 5 points. Ashanti Gold 5 points. 11 Wonders has 5 points. Then Bekum Chelsea also has 5 points. Then Mediama has 5 points. Great Olympics 4. King Faisal 4. Edubiase 4. Then we go to the relegation zone. Inter Allies 4. Legon City 3. And Adriana Stars 2. Now we go to the Uefa Champions League round of 16 draw. Borussia Mönchengladbach would face Manchester City. Then SS Lazio would face current champion Bayern Munich. Atletico Madrid will face Chelsea. Then Red Bull Leipzig will face Liverpool. Porto would face Juventus. Barcelona would face Paris Saint-Germain. Neymar would be facing his old club mates. Sevilla would come against Dortmund. Then Atlanta will face all-time champions Real Madrid. Now I go to the Anthony Joshua versus Kubrat Pulev bout. Before I get into the Anthony Joshua fight, congratulations to Jonathan Mensah on leading his Columbus Crew side in winning the MLS Cup. Great achievement, first Ghanaian, and he's now the captain of Columbus Crew. Great. Happy for him. After a few struggles around Europe, he's finally found a permanent home in America. Now to the Anthony Joshua bout. I think this has been one of the best performances, and I rate it as Anthony Joshua's second or even, to understand, best performance he has ever put up as a professional. He did everything right. The only few things Anthony did not do right was holding, because when they clinched, he left Pulev's hand free and Pulev could land the rabbit punch. The rabbit punch, as I've told you in earlier episode, are punches that land behind the ear. So he got several warnings from the referee, but did not get a point deduction. To understand, Anthony Joshua had to also retaliate and do same. But Anthony Joshua boxed well. He moved well. Not so perfectly, but he moved well. The jab was working. It was a stiff jab. It was a jab that was hitting, that was thrown to hurt you. So Pulev could not come in. As the saying goes in boxing, Pulev, we all know, is a jabber. So we say you can jab with a jabber, but you don't hook with a hooker. So Anthony Joshua, knowing Pulev is a jabber and he being the bigger man, he kept him at bay with his reach advantage, jabbing him stiffly, wanting to knock him out. And at a point, and just like in round 3, Pulev threw the jab, Anthony Joshua pulled back and landed that powerful right hand on the jaw, which wobbled Pulev, and Anthony Joshua knocked him down. And Anthony Joshua did a Manny Pacquiao. He moved, I think, he moved, change angle, gave him the uppercut. Anthony Joshua landed 4 uppercuts, just like Manny Pacquiao does. He moves and changes angle and whilst landing punches. You see him here, he moves here, he lands here. You think he'll still maintain, then he changes the position and land. So it was so beautiful. Anthony Joshua boxed well, and he was not as light on his feet as he was against Ruiz. But I predicted that he wanted to go for the knockout because it's been a long time since he fought in the UK. His last 2 fights had been in America and Saudi Arabia, so he would want to please the UK fans by giving them a knockout. He knocked down Pulev twice in round 3, but in the 4th round, a lot of people online thought he would be coming for the KO, but Anthony Joshua continued, and he applied the educated pressure. He did not want to risk too much, knowing that Pulev is an old veteran and can pull off any trick. So he knew that he had his man hurt and he would get him. He believed in patience. He was hunting his man, and in the 9th round, he got a beautiful KO. Pulev was counted off his feet. He could not make the 10th count. His body was willing, but Pulev showed a lot of endurance, especially when he took those 4 straight uppercuts against Anthony Joshua. Not many men can stand that amount of pressure from Joshua. But another thing I realized about Joshua was that he was trying a little bit of everything. It's good, but when it comes to Tyson Fury, the likes of the elite heavyweights, you have to have a specific plan, because if you want to try a little bit of everything while switching in between, they can catch you because they are smart and the IQ level is high. So but one thing was that Anthony stuck to the game plan. He stuck to the game plan. You saw that he was jabbing at bay. He did not come in too much. Anytime they come in, he tried to hold Pulev, though he was not doing it so good. But hey, the man did well. I think I'll give him an 8/10 performance for this particular fight. He showed class, pure Anthony Joshua classic. And one thing Anthony Joshua added to his game in this fight was that he was throwing a lot of jabs to Pulev's body, and anytime they came in, he was hitting Pulev to the body, taking down his endurance level, and that was good. It was a new thing. Anthony Joshua was often head hands, but this time he was going for the body, and Pulev being an old tactician was able to endure that. But another weakness in Anthony's game is that he lacks a lot of head movement. Because Pulev caught him with 1 or 2 shots, which I thought if it had been an elite heavyweight, Anthony Joshua would have been in trouble. He should learn to move his head a little bit more in addition to his footworks, and he would and I think if he adds a lot of head movement to his armory, I think Tyson Fury would have a lot of problem, because that's one thing Tyson Fury does better than most of he moves his head a lot, and his feet is quick for a big man. But this has set up the potential undisputed fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. But when Anthony Joshua was asked if he would like to face Tyson Fury in the next fight, or when Anthony Joshua was asked who would he like to face in the next fight, he could not mention him. But Fury, I cannot show you that particular video because Sky Sports own the rights to that video, but I'll show you what Tyson Fury said. Tyson Fury went straight ahead to his Instagram to call out Anthony Joshua, stating he wants that fight next, and everybody knows. But there's a big challenge which I think would deny fight lovers the opportunity of seeing an undisputed. That is the WBO president has tweeted, Paco has tweeted at Eddie Hearn, saying that they have done their bit, and Eddie Hearn needs to do the needful by making sure Alexander Usyk fights Anthony Joshua. Maybe Anthony Joshua would vacate the WBO belt in order for a big payday with Tyson Fury. Both fighters are guaranteed $100 million for that fight. It's a 50-50 fight. Both fighters are promised a minimum of $100 million. So it's going to be a big fight. That fight will bring the heavyweight back to its level in terms of boxing, and the winner would be the face of boxing. So I think the WBO should allow the fight to happen. But Eddie Hearn, Bob Arum, Frank Warren, Matchroom, Queensberry should pay Alexander Usyk a step aside money for the undisputed bout to happen at Wembley. But there are also rumors that the bout may not happen. It would happen in Saudi Arabia because the oil money is talking. They want to bring the undisputed bout to the oil-rich city. So let's wait and see if all these would happen. And I promise you that we would keep on updating you every little way. But I have my feelings that boxing politics would not allow us see the undisputed bout. The belts that would be on the line would be the Ring Magazine, WBC, IBF, WBA, and the IBO. The IBO, which is a minor belt and can be ignored, but these are the belts that would be on the line. And if the WBO belt is not on the line, it will not be regarded as undisputed. This is my take and review. But Hugo Fury on the undercard put up a good performance against the Polish veteran Vak, who had fought a lot of championship fights and who gave Dillian White a tough time before Dillian White won a unanimous decision against him on the undercard of Anthony Joshua, I think 7 December 2019. So Hugo Fury though got cut through an accidental headbutt in the fifth round, still went ahead and dominated the fight. I think he wanted to bully the bigger man, but he showed a lot of guts in that fight. He showed a lot of guts, and he wants to come back to top level because he has fought Joseph Parker for the WBO title, which he lost, and he fought Kubrat Pulev for the final eliminator for the IBF belt, which he also lost. And he has lost 3 times, and he also lost against Golovkin in Saudi Arabia. So these are fights in which the young lad has shown a lot of guts, but now we don't really know his level. I think he's a British level fighter or a Commonwealth level fighter. I think if he puts in the work, he can come to world level. He may not be a world champion, but he's a guy that can give those at the world level a lot of competition. So this is my take. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and also stay safe, stay positive. Au revoir. Bye bye.